This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Welcome, everybody. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com as we get set for the Snowflake Lobos traveling down south a little ways to take on the home team tonight, the Blue Ridge YELLOWJACKETS, as both teams come into this game looking for a critical region win. Again, the Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball. We're going to go first to our Summit Regional Healthcare Medical Center injury report. And I've talked to both coaches. We look like we're flying pretty good. Snowflake has a couple ankles on the rebound, and Blue Ridge is looking to just get healthy, is what Coach Trainer told me. Just get healthy. Nobody really banged up, just looking to try to get a little healthier, as that is our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center pregame. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. Next, we go to our Ace Hardware keys to the game. And our Ace Hardware is a 24/7 locksmith. The next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key made any hour of the day or night, any night of the week. Call Ace Hardware, Pine Top, Sholo, and Overguard. And as I was talking to Coach Trainer, he's wanting to make sure his team, who he feels is very capable of coming into this game and putting it on the board, he wants to make sure that his team is 100% capable of matching Snowflake's physicality. He said Snowflake seems like a very physical team, and he said if his team can match up, it's only going to be good for them the rest of the year. Snowflake coming off that big victory in Winslow the other night where they won by one, went down to Payson and took on the Longhorns last night. So the third game of the week, third game in 4 nights, so we'll see if fatigue plays a factor in this Lobo lineup, as our Ace Hardware keys to the game is stay healthy, rebound, dribble, do all that. So we're going to do that this evening. As we get set for this game tonight, as we have our officials for the evening getting settled in for this game, as we're going to have the lineups first, and then we're going to go to the national anthem as we'll get the lineups for both teams as we continue on with our Ace Hardware keys to the game, and we'll go from there. We'd like to give a special shout out to Mr. Claire, who joined us last week. He's in, we're just going to say he's out of state, but he's going to be tuning in to watch this game and watch his son Landon. And we're going to go turn it over to our public address announcer for the lineups, and we're going to come back and have Blue Ridge Harmony singing the national anthem tonight. As here we go with our starting lineups for tonight. First for the visiting Lobos. I don't know, maybe they're waiting for the clock to tick down. Don't really get a schedule of the time, folks. As we're going to turn over our public address announcer now for the starting lineups, first for the visiting Lobos.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to welcome you to Blue Ridge High School and this boys varsity basketball game. We, the players, ask you to watch and cheer for your team in the spirit of good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship is an individual responsibility, and spectator behavior should represent respect for the opponent. Spectators, coaches, and game officials, as well as your school and its representatives. Make sure to be loud, be proud, and respect all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's
all right, here's the lineup for the Lobos.
The Snowflake Lobos starting 5. Starting number 0, Landon Claire.
course, Claire had that dominant performance the other night in Winslow, becoming our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game.
Number 5, Tian Che. Number 12, Liam Brewer. Number 14, Sharon Woodside. And rounding out with 20, Jet Udall.
Claire, Jones, Brewer, Woodside, Udall, the starting five for the Lobos.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, get loud. It's time for your starting five, Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. Kicking off your starter, number 1, Kian Ronho. Number 4, Edward Price.
Ronho, Case, we've both seen them have pretty good games the last few weeks as we've covered these jackets.
Number 11, Elijah behind the line,
Danford can get very dangerous from behind the line. See how the Lobos contend with him. And number 12, a staple for the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, Carlo Harris. We're going to get set to have a national anthem here, and we're going to go live for that as well. So stay tuned, folks, as the Blue Ridge Harmony is going to give us our national anthem for this evening.
If you stand, that we ask that you stand. And please remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by Blue Ridge's own Harmonies.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stars full of perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All right, folks, Blue Ridge Harmony for our national anthem tonight. Great job by our Academy getting in there. Great job by them for honoring our nation as we get set for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college.
Here we get a round of applause from Blue Ridge Harmony.
Northland Pioneer College now for bachelor's degrees in business and education. As we get set for our head referee tonight, Quinn Ashton, to throw up the jump ball, and it is controlled by the Lobos. Mr. Mazzone and Mr. Hancock flank him this evening. Three of the best sent to us by the AIA to officiate this game. Balls inside to Jones, or to Woodside from Jones. Jones puts up a footer. That's going to be good. Gian Jones with the first points of the game. As here comes Blue Ridge. Case with the ball. Case over to Danford. Danford now to Begay.
2 points for number 5.
Begay to Danford. Danford gets dangerous from behind that line. Now back to Case. Case looking to drive, guarded by Udall. Case goes. Now he gives it off. Gives it off the corner. That's going to roll off the top. That's going to be no good. By Begay, Lobos at the ball. Clear forward to Jones. Jones almost loses it. Gets it back now. Back to the backcourt to Claire. Claire top of the key to Udall. Udall puts up a three-point shot. No good. Udall goes, follows the shot, but it's going to be no good. Rebounded by Begay, forward to Case. Sends it to Harris. Harris going to drive. Harris going to drive. No good, but we have a foul. Harris going to go to the line to shoot two, as I believe they're going to get Woodside first personal, first team for the Lobos.
Number 12 on
Harris
line
going
to
to go to the line to shoot a couple. Harris zones in on the basket, puts the ball down a couple times, puts it up and in. That's going to be good. 2-1 Lobo lead. Just the start of this game, 6 minutes, 55 seconds left in minute 5. Gone away for the evening as Harris sizes up the free throw again. Looks, puts it up. That one's going to be good as well. Harris takes both of them. That brings us to a 2-2 tie. Brewer with the ball, and then Brewer forward to Udall. Udall to Clares. It's going to go out of bounds. Clares going to lose it out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover on the Lobos. As we start this game tonight, we'd like to give a very special shout out to 2 Lobo fans who are listening intently and never miss a game, from what I understand, especially when I talk covers a Lobo game. That's Cassie Batson and Kirsten Prestwich, 2 of our very best Lobo fans tuning in tonight. Thank you, ladies, as always, for tuning in and supporting your Lobos, but also just supporting those athletes in the White Mountains. Claire comes in, we're going to get an offensive foul on Claire. And that's going to be his first personal. It's going to be the second team, and it looks like we're ball to the Jackets. Harris to inbound. Harris inbounds to Case. Case now brings it forward. 6:23 on the clock, tied 2-2. Case goes to his right. He's picked up by Udall. Now back to his left. Case now to Harris. Harris has an open lane. He drives up and then puts it up. No good. Brewer with the rebound as that ball rolls in and out forward to Udall. Udall to Woodside. Woodside forward to Jones. Jones goes down the baseline. Puts it up and then we're going to get a blocking foul, and that's going to be Jones with the line to shoot 2, as they're going to call that on Begay. That's going to be his first personal, first team.
Against number 5, Lauren Begay, which will be putting number 5, Jones, on the line to shoot 2.
Jones' first free throw is good. Jones's second free throw is no good. Jones comes out empty on both of them. Back forward to the Jackets as Harris drives. That's going to be stripped, and Jones is going to end up with Jones forward to Claire. Claire going to drive. Claire to Woodside. Woodside up and in, 2 points. Jerem Woodside, 2 points for the Lobos, 4-2. 5 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. As Begay's going to have the ball, Begay's going to be picked up by Brewer. Begay over now on the far side behind the arc into Harris. Harris drives the lane, guarded by Woodside. Brewer knocks it away. However, back to Case. Case puts it up. That's going to be good. Anquan Case, 2 points for the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. As Udall comes down on the far side. Udall looking. Udall getting close to that 5-second violation. Now in the middle of Jones to Brewer. Over to Claire. Claire, 3-point shot. No good. Rebound Begay. Begay now to Case. Here come the Jackets. Case now at the top of the key, guarded by Udall. Sends it over to Begay. Begay going wide, going long, puts it up. No good. Rebound Woodside. Woodside now to Claire. Claire way forward to Udall. Tips off Udall's fingertips. It goes out of bounds. That's going to go back to the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. Blue Ridge ball, 4-4. 4 minutes, 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Naranjo with the ball. Going to be picked up by Landon Claire. Naranjo now goes right. to Danford. Danford looked for a three. Now he backs up just inside the arc. That's going to be no good. Rebound, Claire. Claire puts it behind his back, crosses over the time stripe. Blue Ridge backs off on defense. Now Naranjo comes out a little bit on Claire. Claire to his right. Claire looking to drive. Now to Brewer. Brewer back out to Jones. Jones over in the corner to Udall. Udall back to Jones. Jones now to the middle. Back to Brewer. Back to Claire. Claire to Udall. Udall puts up another three-point shot. That's going to be no good. Rebound is Brewer. It goes off LeDuc, and Brewer hands it in. Claire with it with a fresh shot clock. Now over to Liam Brewer. Back to Claire. Claire inside to Jones. Jones now puts it out to Udall. It's going to be knocked away by the Jackets, and it's going to stay and belong to the Snowflake Lobos. As Coach Trainer giving instructions to his squad, as he's just telling his squad to be extremely physical as this game gets going. Jones now to LeDuc. LeDuc to Brewer. Back out to Claire. Claire fakes a shot. He gets stepped out on by Naranjo. Claire now to LeDuc. LeDuc posts up. Luke's going to have it knocked away by Danford. That's going to be a clean block on Danford as he now brings it up the court. Blue Ridge on the run. Danford stops, now dribbles over to the far side beyond the arc. Now to Case. Case being picked up by Udall. Case goes to his left. Now gives it to Harris. Harris back to Case. Case just inside the arc. That's going to be no good. Rebound Liam Brewer. Blue Ridge got a little bit cold here in the first quarter from shooting, but so have the Lobos. As the ball now goes to Jones. Jones inside to Udall. Udall puts it up and in. That's going to be no good. Rebound Harris. Harris forward to Naranjo. Naranjo with the ball as Woodside's going to check back in for the Lobos. Naranjo now to his left, guarded by Claire. To Danford. Danford over on the far side. Danford now dribbles left, dribbles right, feeds it in, but it's tipped away by LeDuc. LeDuc's going to give it to Claire. Claire forward to LeDuc. LeDuc's going to lose it, and that's going to be gathered in by Tenigent. Tenigent's now going to lose it. Back to the Lobos. Brewer scoops it off. Udall with the ball to Claire. Claire one-handed pass to Jones inside to LeDuc. LeDuc posts up but backs out to Jones. Jones puts it up and in. Two-point shot for Jones, about a 19-footer. Gian Jones, 6-4. Lobos on top, 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in this quarter. Both teams struggling to get the ball through the hoop. As now it goes to Naranjo. Naranjo, 9-foot jumper, good. Kian Naranjo, 9-foot jumper, ties it up 6-6. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left here in the first quarter. As Claire goes to Udall. Udall back to Claire. Claire almost wanted that three. As he drives in now to Udall. Udall with his third three of the game. No good. He gets his own rebound. He puts it back up and in. That is no good. As Brewer comes in and tips it out. Gathered in by Udall. Back to Jones. Now to Claire. Claire now brings it to the top of the key. Over now to the far side to Liam Brewer. Brewer now has it knocked away. He gathers his own rebound. Now to Jones. Jones over on the far side. Cross-court pass to the near side to Udall. Udall, another three-point shot. No good. Brewer. Brewer has it, but it's gone. Now the Jackets get it. It's Harris, and we're going to get a foul, and I believe that foul is going to be on the Lobos. That is going to be on the Lobos. That's going to be on Jacob LeDuc. First personal, third team of the quarter. Blue Ridge ball. Harris to inbound. Harris going to inbound seemingly to Case. As Case now dribbles the ball over the time stripe. And Christian Smith, who just checks in the game, comes out on him. Forward now to Harris. Harris, three-point shot. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-point shot by Carlo Harris of the Jackets. 9-6 lead. As Woodside goes in, Woodside puts it up. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. And I believe they're going to call that on Harris. They are going to call that on Harris. That's going to be Harris's first personal, first team. And Jaron Woodside gets to go to the line for a chance to get his team into this game a little bit more. His first one is good. Woodside sizes up the time stripe. Now to the basket. Woodside second free throw is on his way. It is good as well. Jaron Woodside. Harris inbounds to Case. Case dribbles up the court, picked up by Smith. Mariscal checks in the game for the Yellow Jackets. As Tenigent right left. Now Tenigent has it stripped by Woodside. Woodside's going to lose it, and it's going to go off Woodside and out of bounds. Great effort by Woodside. As we do have a fresh 35, though, as Woodside came in and grabbed that from the Jackets, but it does tip out of bounds as it goes to Case. Begay to Case. Case now brings it towards the top of the key. Now starts to drive into Harris, but Harris loses it. Forward now to Claire. As Claire goes down 1-on-2 fast break, as we're going to get a whistle, and it's going to be out of bounds as Harris comes down. And if we look at that, it gets a block on Claire as Claire goes to the ground. However, it is going to stay and belong to the Snowflake Lobos. Claire to inbound. Claire puts it into Woodside. That's going to be good. Woodside's going to put it up, in, and a chance for a three-point play. So 9-8, as Woodside's basket does count. Woodside with a chance to tie it, 9-8, as Hawk Harris is going to check in for the Yellow Jackets, checking in for Channing Tenijith. Woodside perfect on the line tonight, 2 for 2, as Woodside's free throw, his and one as it were, go, and it is good. Case goes to his left. Now to Danford. As that's going to be 42, Mariscal puts it up, and that goes back in, and that's going to be 2 points for the Jackets, as they're going to extend this 11-11. As that's going to be Christian Smith put down a 3-point for the Lobos. As it's going to be 14-11 now. Lobos on top of the Jackets by 3 as Case drives. Goes back to Begay. Case, 3-point shot on its way. No good, no good. We're going to go and take a break. This is Shola Fort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com. As the Snowflake Lobos go into the second quarter up 14-11. However, the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets do control the alternating possession. Blue Ridge with the ball. Goes in. Harris tries to get the ball, but it falls out on his fingertips, and it's going to belong to the Snowflake Lobos. Woodside to inbound. As Angelo Martinez checks in for the Lobos. So it's Martinez, Brewer, Woodside, Jones, and Smith for the Jackets. Case, Naranjo, Mariscal, as we get a shot put up. As Jones gets the ball off the inbound, back now to Smith. Smith over to Brewer, to Jones, to Martinez. Martinez into Woodside, back to Jones. Jones puts it on the court, but he puts the shot up now. It's no good. Rebound, Danford. Danford brings the ball across the time stripe. As no good, but Case is right there. Case back out to Mariscal. Mariscal over to Naranjo. Harris, Mariscal, Naranjo, Case, and Danford in the game as we get a whistle and we get a drive, and Naranjo is going to put the ball in. However, he's going to be whistled for a offensive foul. Woodside to inbound. Woodside sends it forward to Claire. 14-11, Lobos on top. 6 minutes and 59 seconds left in the second quarter in the first half. To Smith, inside to Woodside, to Jones. Jones off the bottom of the rim. Harris with the rebound. Harris tries to shot to Danford, but Danford not prepared for the ball. So Claire gets it, goes out of bounds on Claire, and it rolls. As Claire to inbound, Mariscal's going to check out. I'm not sure who checked in for the Jackets, as a whistle and a foul on the ground. And they're going to call Harris with his second personal, something to watch for, as Harris does a lot for this Yellow Jacket team. As Claire gets the ball, Claire goes to Smith. Smith now brings it out to the top of the key. Over to Claire. Claire now drives the lane, dishes it off to Woodside. Woodside takes a drop step, but it's going to be ripped away by Danford. However, Woodside gets it back, but then it rolls. Case with the ball. Case forward to Danford. Danford now over the corner to Naranjo. Naranjo left to right back. He spins, guarded by Martinez, over to Harris. Now ball comes in back into Harris. Harris puts it up. 2 points. Carlo Harris. 14-13. Lobos on top. 6 minutes and 13 seconds left. Over to Claire. Claire in the corner to Smith. Smith wanted to shoot it, but didn't get it. Now brings it back to Claire. Claire at the top of the key over to Martinez. Martinez inside to Jones. Tips off Jones' hands. Smith does save it in the corner. Smith now brings it out, but on the arc. Smith looks at the three. Now Claire shoots an NBA range three. Comfort fit dentures. 3-point shot. Landon Claire. 17-13. Lobos on top. Danford with the ball from Case. Danford over on the far side being guarded by Claire. Danford now brings it back to the middle at the 28-foot line. Now dribbles in. Top of the line. Now Danford shoots that three. That's going to go up and over, and that's going to be rebounded by Naranjo. Naranjo now feeds it to Harris. Harris going to have it. Pass intercepted by Jones. Jones now forward to Smith. Smith driving, guarded by Danford. Danford blocks him, and it goes out of bounds. Elijah Danford with the block on Smith. Rolls out of bounds, as now it is Lobo ball. Claire to inbound as Harris checks out of the game, as well as Jones. Braden Westover, number 24 in the game for the Lobos. To Martinez. Martinez, 3-point shot. No good. Woodside. No, Westover with the rebound. We're going to whistle a foul, and I'm not sure if they're calling it. They are calling it on the ground, so the Lobos will have the ball. Foul is going to go against Tenejith. That's going to be his first personal. I believe that is the third team of the quarter as it goes in from Claire. Claire no look pass to Woodside. Woodside puts it up for 2 points. Lobos on top 19-13, 5 minutes and 16 seconds left here in this very slow-moving second quarter. As Case is there to Naranjo. Naranjo now puts up a three-pointer. Comfort fit dentures. 3-point shot. Kian Naranjo with the ball. Claire brings it over the time start for the Lobos. Claire directing traffic. Claire goes left to right, now over to Martinez. Martinez back to Claire. Claire takes a step, brings it into Smith. Smith's going to step on the line, and it's going to be a turnover for the Lobos. Up 16-19, 4 minutes and 54 seconds left as Coach Smith giving his Lobos some instructions on where to cut that ball. As Blue Ridge will have the ball in front of their own bench, as Mr. Ashton, our head referee tonight, gives it to Naranjo. Naranjo to Case. Case. Picked up by Smith at half court. Case now goes to his right, over onside the arc. Knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay for the Jackets. Tenejith to inbound. Tenejith inbounds to Naranjo. Naranjo being guarded by Martinez. Naranjo goes back to his right, drives the lane, puts it up and in, no good. Rebound Woodside. Woodside of the Lobos. Martinez gets the ball. And Martinez is going to throw it forward. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by one of the Jackets as Claire almost touched it as it went in, as it went out of bounds, but he held off. That's going to be Lobo ball at the 28-foot line. Inbound is to Martinez, back to Claire, back to Martinez, over now to Smith. Smith goes to his left, forces it into Westover, out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Jackets. Turnover by the Lobos as Udall checks back in. Udall's going to check in for Martinez. Harris to inbound, Harris to Case. Case now going to bring it up the court as Smith's going, and Smith's going to come out on him at half court. Case to his left, now he comes back to right, being guarded very closely by Smith. Case moving left, moving right, now to Danford. Danford over to Harris. Harris guarded by Claire. Harris looks to drive, we're going to need a whistle, and they're going to say that Harris took that extra step or slid because he traveled. Lobo ball, turnover Jackets. Smith out the ball, forward to Udall. Udall to Claire. Claire over on the far side, behind the arc. Claire Westover the top of the key. Westover goes to his left. He forces it over to Smith in the near side. Smith outside the arc on the near side. Now Smith brings to the middle over to Claire. Claire to Westover. Westover free throw jumper, good. Braden Westover, 2 points for the Lobos. 21-16, Lobos on top by 5 as Naranjo brings it forward. Naranjo picked it up by Udall. Naranjo drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Woodside. Woodside forward to Claire. Claire bringing the ball back. 3 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the quarter. Lobos up 21-16. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound is Woodside. Woodside scoop underneath. That's going to be no good as Udall's going to fly in. And he gave a little too much contact as we see that. Pushed off Danford, and we're going to whistle. We're going to get a timeout as we're going to go ahead and take it to Show LaForge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Welcome back to Show LaForge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk106.7.com as Blue Ridge will bring in the ball opposite their basket as Harris to Case. Case brings the ball over the center. Picks up by Smith. Over now to Begay. Begay to his left. Begay now to Naranjo. Naranjo looks for Harris. Now he finds Harris. Harris cuts to the basket, but he's not going to find a hole. Back to Case. Back to Harris. Harris boxing up and in now way out to Begay. Begay's going to put up a Comfort Fit Dentures three-point shot. That doesn't go, and Udall gets the ball for the Lobos. Back to Smith. Smith over to Claire. Claire back to Smith. Smith to Udall. Udall forces it to Westover inside. Westover now gives it back to Udall. We're going to get a tie-up. We're going to get a jump ball. And the alternating possession stays and belongs to the Snowflake Lobos. Folks, we'd like to thank our sponsor tonight, Show LaForge, Summit Healthcare, Ace Hardware, Northline Pioneer College, Comfort Fit Dentures, Honda Ski and Outdoor, Deemer's Glass, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Show LaForge on iTalk 106.7, KNKI Pine Top Sholo, and 102.5 Pine Top at Kopadiki. Communication station as Landon Clare just puts down another 2 points for the Lobos, up 23-16. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left here in this first half. Case now goes to his right. Case looks for Harris, cutting the lane. Harris now gets to Begay, as we're going to get a foul on Udall, as Begay was going to put that underneath. So the ball does stay on the ground, and that's going to go against Udall. That's going to be his second personal. That's going to be the second team of the quarter. And Tenejith is going to inbound as Michael Quintero, checking in for Harris for the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. Tenejith to inbound. Forward now to Case. Case pushing it. Back to Begay. Begay at the top of the key. Now over to Naranjo. Naranjo left, right, guarded by Udall. Naranjo spins over to Case. Case in three-point territory. Over the arc on the far side. Back to Naranjo. Naranjo by Udall. 19 on the shot clock. Harris drives. Puts out. That's going to be good. Kia Naranjo, 2 points. 23-18. Lobos on top. Minute 52 left to play. Over now from Claire to Smith. Smith inside to Jones. Jones with the free throw line now out to Claire. Claire now drives on his own out to Udall. Udall fakes a three. He drives to Claire. Now Claire puts up a three-point shot. That's going to be good. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-point shot. Landon Claire for the Lobos. 26-18. Lobos up 8. Minute 34 left to play in this half as Naranjo takes it on the far side. Naranjo left, right. He's looking. Now he finds Tenejith. Tenejith over to Case. Case on the far side, near side, front of the Lobo bench. Now Case drives. Case now finds Quintero. Quintero to the ground. It's going to stay on the ground. That's going to be the Lobos' third team, so it will be an inbound by Blue Ridge. They're going to call that on Udall. That is his third personal, as Liam Brewer is going to check in for Jet Udall. Blue Ridge to inbound. the officials get some debris on the floor as the Snowflake coaching staff, one of them, I believe that's Peyton Flake, comes out and sweep off the court, keeping this court clean. And Blue Ridge with this very nice court. I think it was either last year. I think it was last year. They redid this court, having the big BR in the middle with the yellow jacket, looking good. The lightened underneath the arc. It's a very good looking court. Ball's inbounded to Case. Case back out to Tenejith. Tenejith, comfort fit dentures. 3-point shot. Channing Tenejith. 26-21, Lobos on top. Minute 8 left in the half. Claire to Smith. Now Claire brings it up. 27 on the shot clock. Over to Brewer. Brewer now goes to his left to Claire. Claire now brings it out, sets it up. Claire does lose it. It's gathered in by Naranjo. Naranjo now to Tenejith. Tenejith back to Naranjo. Naranjo going to bring the ball over. 26-21. Naranjo to his left, guarded by Claire. Forward now to Quintero. We're going to whistle. Baseline on the line. Turnover. Snowflake ball. Jones to Brewer. Now forward to Smith. 40 seconds left. 26-21. Lobos on top. Now to Claire. Claire loses it again, but it gets back by Smith. Now Smith brings it out with 27 on the shot clock. Smith to Brewer. Brewer puts up a 3-point shot. No good. Rebound. Westover had it, but it goes away to Case. Now forward to Begay. Begay guarded by Smith, as we're going to get a travel call on Begay. And that's going to belong to the Lobos with 18 seconds left, up 26-21. We have ourselves a pretty good one, folks. Don't go anywhere. We have our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show coming forward to you. To Claire, over to Brewer. Brewer to Jones. Jones turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Tenejith. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Case with the ball, guarded by Smith. Forward. As it goes back to Begay. Begay puts it in. And that's going to end the half, and the Lobos will go up with a halftime lead, but the Jackets coming on strong there at the end. The Lobos going to halftime up 26-23. As we're going to go a few minutes, folks, we're going to come back and give you our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
This is iTalk 106.7's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime. This has been iTalk 106.7's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show. This has been
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
All right, welcome back to Show LaForge's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as the Snowflake Lobos up 26-23 on the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets at halftime. Pretty good ball game, folks. But right now it's time for our Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store halftime show for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. Go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260 just before you get to the Honda Casino. As right now, I believe Landon Clare is, no, he is not. Jaron Woodside is leading all scorers with 9. Clare does have 8 on the night. And so Blue Ridge with a pretty good second quarter with 12 to give them the 23, as the Lobos with 8 from Clare that quarter. And they put in 12, so an even 12 by each team as we go into halftime, 26-23. As if you look at what we have is, it seems the Lobos are having a little bit of a rough time on the defensive end. Blue Ridge is kind of freely able to move the ball in the key. However, on the offensive side for the Lobos, the defensive side for the Yellow Jackets, the Lobos are absolutely controlling the offensive boards, but they have had some sloppy passes in and out that have been kicked out, as had Blue Ridge. So both teams right now seemingly evenly matched. We come out and we kind of wipe the slate clean and go into this second half, 26-23. The Lobos are on top, but I'm sure the Jackets will have something to say about it. I'd like to see in the second half, I'd like to see Danford get more involved, as Danford doesn't have any of his point total, and Danford is a dangerous shooter from behind the line. As the Lobos, I'd like to see Christian Smith get a little more involved. He does have the 1 3-point shot, but I'd like to see him get a little more involved, as this is our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. Go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260 just before you get to the Honda Casino. As if you're the Lobos, you got to utilize that defensive end. And if you're the Yellow Jackets, you got to find a way to score, as I think the Yellow Jackets are going to have to open up their game by hitting 1 or 2 more threes from the outside. They do have 3 on the evening, but 1 or 2 more could help them open that up. As we'd like to, folks, thank our sponsors, and without our sponsors, this is not possible. As we look at the festivities at Blue Ridge High School here at halftime, as a young man had a chance to win a $50 gift certificate and stepped right inside and was able to put that up and in, so congratulations to him. Sholo Ford, our overall sponsor. Summit Regional Medical Center with our health and injury report. Ace Hardware with our keys to the game. Northland Pioneer College with our tip-off. Comfort Fit Dentures giving us our 3-pointers tonight. Honda Ski and Outdoor with the halftime show. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside gives us the glass man of the game, and our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, as well as Allegra in Sholo. For all your marketing needs, Allegra in Sholo. So folks, do not go anywhere. I understand we had some audio trouble in the beginning. I get some texts from some good friends of mine, so missed a couple things, but like to thank Mr. Clare for watching up in St. George, joining us the other night on the broadcast. We appreciate him. I'd like to give another special shout-out to some of our Lobo faithful who never miss a Lobo iTalk broadcast. That's Cassie Batson and Kirsten Presswich. Thank you, ladies, for listening, as always, and being fans of the broadcast. So, folks, we're going to conclude our Honda Ski and Outdoor Halftime Show for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. The Honda Ski and Outdoor store south of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before the Honda Casino. Go get yourself a drink. Do what you need to do. We got about 2 minutes left to come back, and we're going to bring you a second half action and our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. This is Show LaForge's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067, worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
This has been iTalk 1067's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Halftime Show.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Welcome back to Show LaForge's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067, worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we get set for the start of the third quarter, and that brings us to our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off at the college with the lowest tuition in the state. That's Northland Pioneer College, now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education. Northland Pioneer College, locations in Navajo and Apache County. Northland Pioneer College as the alternating position does favor the Blue Ridge YELLOWJACKETS to start this third quarter, so they will inbound the ball. Naranjo is looking to inbound to Tenejith. Blue Ridge going with a different five. To start is Tenejith, Case, Harris, Naranjo, and Danford are in there as the ball goes inbound to Case. Case now back to Naranjo. Naranjo brings it over. Now dribbles back over to the far side beyond the arc to Case. Case over in the corner. Case dribbles back and loses it for a second. Now he's forced to make a pass to Harris. As Harris goes, puts up about a 7-foot jumper. That's going to be no good. Rebound, Claire. Claire bringing it down, throws it forward to Jones. Jones drives it up and in. That's going to be blocked as Danford blocks, and another huge block for Elijah Danford for the Blue Ridge YELLOWJACKETS. 26-23, Lobos on top. Case with the ball. Case, 28-foot line. Now to the top of the key. He's guarded by Udall. Over to Harris. Harris, three-point shot on its way, no good. Claire with the ball. Claire forward to Brewer. Brewer looking to go against Tenejith. Brewer goes, puts it up. That's going to be good as Liam Brewer dribbles through and around traffic, up and in. 28-23. Snowflake over the Jackets. 7 minutes left. 7 minutes, 6 seconds left here in this third quarter. As Naranjo brings the ball. Naranjo at the free throw line. He spins now, sends it over to Harris. Harris spins back to Naranjo. Naranjo now backs out to the 28-foot line, brings it towards the top of the key, but sends it over to Case. Case looking left, looking right, being guarded by Udall. Back to Naranjo. Naranjo, 28-foot line, top of the key. Now to Danford. Danford left to right. Now Danford brings it out. 4 seconds. 3 seconds on the shot clock. As Case puts up a three-point, that's going to be no good. Rebound is Tenejith. Tenejith puts it up. He's going to be fouled by Woodside as Tenejith's going to go to the line, and he's going to put up 2 free throws. They're calling that on Jones, and that was not on Jones. That was on Woodside, and that's huge because Jones was looking like, what did I do? And it's going to be on 14, which is Woodside. So I thought the same thing. Is the look on Gion's face was actually quite priceless, as he's like, what did I do? Because if you remember that Winslow game we had the other night, Gian had a couple fouls that were they were questionable. I'm just going to say that, and we'll keep it at that. I'm not criticizing. I was just going to say they're questionable. So to see that from Gian right there was pretty good. First free throw is no good. Second free throw on its way. It is good for Tenejith. Lobos ball. Blue Ridge down 5-4, 28-24. Claire with the ball. Claire now back out to Brewer. Brewer to Claire. Claire kind of fakes it. Over to Brewer. Over now to Udall. Udall inside to Woodside, and it's going to go out of bounds. And the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets will get the ball back. Case to bring the ball up the court. Case crosses over the time stripe. Case now to his right, guarded by Udall. Inside for, that's Harris, and Harris loses it but gets the rebound. And we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a foul, and it's going to go against Harris. And that's going to go against Harris. And I do not think Coach Trainer is very happy about that one, as they say he pushed on Claire and fouled him out of bounds. And Blue Ridge looks like they're going to put the press on now as Claire inbounds to Jones. Jones now forward to Brewer, tips off Brewer's fingers and ends up in Woodside's hands. Woodside back to Liam Brewer. To Claire, over to Udall. Udall trying to force it into Jones, but now over to Claire. Inside to Woodside. To Jones. Jones puts it up. It's going to be no good. It's going to go off the backboard. Now throwing the iron. Jones gets it back. Puts up about a 10-foot jumper. That's going to be no good. As Woodside tries to rebound with a Tenejith. Tenejith for the Jackets comes up with it. Down 4. Here come the Jackets. Naranjo to Danford. Danford NBA range. 3-point shot. That just hits off the front of the rim, off the back of the rim, and bounces forward. And we're going to get a foul on Woodside. And that's going to be Woodside's second personal, and that's going to be the third team of the quarter as Jacob Leduc. Jacob Leduc, the junior, is going to check in for Woodside. Now, if you want to talk about Coach Trainer telling me about physicality, Mr. Leduc coming into that game is definitely going to bring a physical component. Jacob Leduc, a very physical athlete, as well as Jones and Udall I've seen it out of. As now here goes Harris. Harris down the baseline. Harris over to Case. Danford, 3-point shot, no good. Rebound. Somehow Jones, in double coverage, is able to box out and get that rebound. He sends it forward to Claire, who sends it forward to Brewer. Brewer now puts up his own 3-point shot off the side of the rim. Back to Naranjo. Naranjo with the ball. Forward. Tenejith. Tenejith now to his left. Over to Case. Case fakes it, puts Udall on his back feet, goes in, drives, but it's going to be no good. Leduc with the rebound. Leduc now to Brewer. Brewer forward to Jones. Jones over to Claire in the corner. Claire now brings it to the top to Brewer. Back out to Udall. Udall inside to Jones. Back out to Claire. Claire now drives to the free throw lane. To Jones. Jones reverse layup. No good. Rebound Danford. 28-24, 4 minutes, 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Danford forward to Tenejith. Tenejith grabs it, takes one too many steps. That's going to be a turnover on the Jackets. Ball is going to belong to the Snowflake Lobos. 28-24, 4 minutes, 32 seconds left here in this quarter. As Begay is going to check in. Begay with one foul. Begay scoreless on the evening. Checks in for Tenejith. Tenejith with 4 on the evening, a 3-pointer and a second end, a back end of a free throw. As Udall brings it in to Brewer. Over to Claire. Claire on the far side. Now Claire bringing towards the middle. Stop the key to Brewer. Back to Claire on the far side. Inside to Jones. Jones fakes his shot. Goes up and in. Kisses off the backboard. It's going to be no good. Gian Jones having a rough time, but doing what he can. Leduc gets the rebound out to Udall. That's going to be off. Brewer with the rebound. Liam Brewer puts it up. No good. Rebound Leduc again. Leduc fights, and we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul. They're going to call that one on the ground as well. And Leduk's going to go to the line, and Carlo Harris has his 4th foul, and he essentially comes over to the bench and holds up 4 for Coach Trainer, telling him, sir, you're going to have to take me out of the game. And Coach Trainer obliges, and that also going to bring in Quintero. Quintero's going to check in for Begay as the Lobos line up an inbound play with Claire to inbound. Now out to Brewer. Brewer over by his bench to Udall. Udall back to Brewer. Brewer now inside to Leduc. Leduc posting up, back out to Brewer. Over to Udall. Over to Claire. Claire, 3-point shot. Comfort Fit Dentures, 3-point shot. Landon Claire for the Lobos. 31-24, Lobos on top 7. as Case has the ball. Case over on the far side. Case now brings it towards the middle. Case at the free throw line. Passes to Harris. Hawk Harris checking in the game. Harris drives, going to be no good. Knocked away. Jones with the ball. Jones, long court pass forward to Udall. Jet Udall forward. Puts it up, no good. LeDuc tries to get it. Harris tries to get it now. Naranjo gets it for the Yellow Jackets. Brings it, slows it down. As Coach Trainer telling his squad to slow it down a little bit. Now to Danford. Danford over to Case. Case back to Naranjo. Naranjo guarded by Claire. Now Naranjo goes to his left. Starts to drive. He's collapsed on by two Lobos. Out to Case. Case, three-point shot. No good. Rebound, Hawk Harris. Hawk Harris, uncontested. Back up and in. That goes in for 2 points. And he gets the proverbial and one. So Harris with two. 31-26. And Harris going to the line with a chance to shoot a couple. And we're going to get a timeout. We're going to take it to this Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Welcome back. Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide and iTalk106.7.com as the Lobos up 31-26 with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left here. But Hawk Harris has something to say about that as he gets a 2-point bucket in, and he is fouled, and he's going to go to the line to shoot one to try to add to his total on this possession. Harris puts up the shot. It is good as it rings around and rolls in. 31-27 Lobo ball. Udall to LeDuc. LeDuc over in the corner to Claire. Claire, three-point shot. No good. Way off the mark. Not typical of Landon Claire. Harris with the rebound. Harris now to Case. Over to Danford. Danford to Harris. Harris tries to put it up. He loses it. Now it's to Claire. Claire forward to LeDuc. And LeDuc, left side, right hand, scoops it up and in. Jacob LeDuc, 2 points for the Lobos. Naranjo with the ball to Danford. Inside to Harris. Harris puts it up and in. That's going to be off the mark, but Harris is fouled. Now a chance to put 2 free throws in, as I honestly thought that was going to go in again, as Hawk Harris a chance to make 2 now, but really close to making this an and one situation. Foul is on Landon Clare, second personal. That is the 4th team on the Lobos, 33-27. Lobos on top. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 106.7 and KNKI Pine Top Sholo, and on 102.5 Pine Top, a Kopaniki communication station, as Harris makes his first one. Harris's second one is no good, off the front of the rim. LeDuc with the rebound. LeDuc has it knocked away. Quintero with it. Now to Danford. Danford brings it out, setting up the Blue Ridge offense. Over now to Case. Case has it knocked away, and it's going to go to the Lobos. Christian Smith's going to go, and Christian does not make it. Layup for Christian Smith. He loses his footing, loses it. Martinez with the rebound, back to Jones. Jones misses it. Jones with his own rebound, now to Martinez, now to Smith with a fresh shot clock. Smith now puts up a long 3-point shot. That's in and out. Rebound Jones. Is Jones going to be tied by Danford? We're going to have a jump ball, and that is going to stay and belong to the Snowflake Lobos, as Tenegis is going to check in for Hawk Harris. Hawk Harris coming in and doing a great job for the Blue Ridge YELLOWJACKETS, getting that inside game revved up for them, down 33-28 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Claire to inbound. Claire to Smith, outside to Jones. Jones left to right, now over to Claire. Claire outside. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound, Jackets. Naranjo with the rebound. Here come the Jackets. Danford with the ball. Danford into a trap situation. Over to Case. Case guarded by LeDuc. LeDuc, Brewer, trap. Case. And they get the ball back. Jones with the ball now. Jones driving. He goes 1-on-2. Misses it. No good. And he's going to get whistled for a... Is that a traveling? Because he caught his own. It's out of bounds. Jones was out of bounds. I thought he might have not had it tipped and caught his and didn't get up and in. So minute 40 left, 33-28. Lobos with a 5-point lead as Naranjo brings it forward. Lobos trying feverishly to trap. As we're going to get a timeout, we're going to take it. This is Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide and iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back, Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide and iTalk1067.com as the Snowflake Lobos come out of the Blue Ridge timeout, up 33-28 with a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere, folks. We could have ourselves a very good fourth quarter as Tenejith into Danford. Looking for Danford to get involved in that offense as he could be a potent tool to put Blue Ridge on top of this game is now to Naranjo. Naranjo being guarded by Claire, now to his left, now back to his right. Spins at the free throw line, just inside the free throw line, jumper no good. Naranjo does get his own rebound, over to Danford. Danford now drives. Danford put in the trap situation, now to Quintero. Quintero out to Case. Case over to Naranjo. And Naranjo looking to put up a three, over to Quintero, now Tenejith in the corner, three-pointer on its way. Comfort Fit Dentures three-pointer, Channing Tenejith. 33-31, Lobos up 2 as Claire gets the ball. Forward now to Brewer. 52 seconds left in the quarter. 33-31 as we get a whistle and an offensive foul on Liam Brewer. That's going to go back to the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets with a chance to tie or even go ahead as Coach Trainer giving orders to his team to try to get him through. A lot to say in that last time out to his boys. Trying to rally him back. Whatever he's saying is working. Naranjo with the ball. Forward now to Tenejith. Tenejith now to Case as we get a whistle. And we have some debris on the court as we have blood on the court as we need to get that cleaned up. As we do get it, but we're going to get the ball out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Jackets. As Tenejith's going to inbound as he gets the ball for Mr. Hancock, one of our officials for the night. As Tenejith inbounds the ball over to Case. Case to his left. Over to Naranjo. Naranjo kind of in the corner, looking to get trapped. Now to Danford. Danford is in the trap. Trapped by Brewer and Jones. Over to Case. Back out to Tenejith. Now to Naranjo. Naranjo, three-point shot. No good rebound. Jones with the Lobos. 33-31, 27 seconds left in this quarter. Brewer with the ball. Brewer now to Claire. 33-31 Lobos. Over to Brewer, back to Claire. Claire to Smith. Smith over on the far side. Smith dribbles between his legs, back and forth. Now Smith brings it to Claire in the middle. Claire puts up a three-point shot. That's going to be no good. Rebound Jones. As Jones sends it to LeDuc. LeDuc posts up, puts it up and in. It's going to go over the rim. Claire with the rebound. Claire puts it up and in. Claire puts it back after LeDuc's failed attempt. Claire gets the rebound and puts it back up as we're going to get the quarter coming to a close with the Lobos up 35-31. Come back and bring you our fourth quarter. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide and iTalk1067.com, as the Yellow Jackets will control the alternating possession. However, as we start this fourth quarter, it is time for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off to the college with the lowest tuition in the state, now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education. Northland Pioneer College with our tip-off. Patron our sponsors, folks. They're the reason we're able to bring these high school athletes into your home. And I do meet a lot of people, or know a lot of people, that are very happy they get to tune into these games that iTalk does. They watch from the comfort of their living room, whether they have family commitments or, you know, folks, it's just a rainy, kind of slushy evening, and they don't want to drive over here to Blue Ridge High School to the games. So they're just going to sit in their living room with in front of the TV and enjoy the broadcast, and we're grateful for those folks. We're grateful for our sponsors. We're grateful for our teams here, the hospitality at Blue Ridge High School. Athletic Director Dustin Clough, Game Management Brian White do a great job. As Blue Ridge inbounds the ball, down 4. Naranjo has it at the top of the key. Now Danford's going to put up a three-point shot. That's going to be no good. Rebound Brewer. And I thought that Danford might be breaking through as the ball goes forward to Claire. Claire now left to right with a 4-point lead to the top of the key to Brewer. Over on the far side, Smith back to Brewer at the 28-foot line. Top of the key now over to Claire. Claire trying to push it into Jones. He pushes into Jones. Jones tries to force it into Westover, and it's stolen by Tenejith. As Tenejith steps on the line, and now the Lobos get the ball back as he stepped on the line. As I don't know, do we have a replay on that? I'd love to see it if we do, because the folks are not very happy about that, but I'm not in a position to be able to see that. As the ball does, here's our replay. As Tenejith goes, and we didn't get the great camera angle of it, but nonetheless, that's what the referee saw, so we're going to go with it. What's a strike in baseball? Whatever the umpire calls. What's out of bounds in basketball? Whatever the referee calls, and we're going to go with that. As Claire now at the top of the key, up 4 to Smith, and Smith is going to fake a shot, and they're going to call him for a travel. And if we watch that closely, oh, I see what happened. I see exactly what happened and what Mr. Ashton, our head referee for tonight, saw. Now it's going to be inbound by Blue Ridge, down 4. 6 minutes and 52 seconds left as we're just 1 minute into this quarter. As Naranjo throws it and somehow gets it into Danford, who saves it and throws it back to Tenejith. As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a timeout as Harris and Westover tie up. As a little word spoken by Harris, as it is going to be Blue Ridge's ball according to alternating possession. Great job by our camera crew getting that one. You see in our shot on the YouTube broadcast, the spurt zone over there. The Blue Ridge students having fun with that, and you know, I'm glad they're not mimicking iTalk, because you know, iTalk and a lot of people don't listen. Is all I have to say about that. Is as goes to Westover, but Harris knocks it away. Now to Smith, now to Jones. Over to Claire. Claire now drives the lane, dishes off to Westover. Westover loses it, back to Brewer. Gonna go to Claire. Claire to his left. Claire now dishes off to Brewer in the corner. 3-point shot from the corner. Comfort Fit Dentures. 3-point shot. Liam Brewer. As the scoring was 9-8 that quarter, the Lobos 9 and the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets 8. Still looking for our Deemer's Glass man of the game, as well as our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass intent player of the game. As the ball's overthrown to Tenejith, Smith comes in and scoops it up for the Lobos. Now Smith's going to get a wide open look at a three-pointer. No good. Naranjo with the rebound. Here come the Jackets. 2-on-3. Naranjo to the top of the key, over to Tenejith, but it's knocked away by Smith and rolls out of bounds. Coach Trainer actually catches it in front of the Blue Ridge bench. So that knocked out of bounds. Blue Ridge will get the ball with 5 minutes, 57 seconds left, down 7. As Harris gets it, but Jones with the steal. Great steal by Jones. Now forward to Claire. Claire left to right. Now Claire's going to drive. Claire's going to put him in. We're going to get an offensive foul as they're going to say that Landon Claire pushed off. As you watch our replay, he did get the shimmy in the bump. And no good. So that is going to put Naranjo on the bench a little bit. And number 5, Lauren Begay, is going to check in, as they're not going to let him into the game because he did not have his shirt tucked in. And I know that a lot of people don't agree with that, but I absolutely do. When you're called to check in the game, you're supposed to be ready to check in the game. Kind of like you're supposed to be ready to play football or basketball or whatever it is. As there's a steal by the Lobos. Now it's intercepted by Harris on the way back for the Lobos to drive. Harris brings it up the court. Harris now forward to Quintero, and we're going to get a foul. And that's going to go against Braden Westover. That's going to be the second foul of the quarter after Landon Clare's offensive foul. So the Lobos do not want to put these Jackets at the line. A pretty good free throw shooting Jacket team is Tenejith to inbound. Tenejith to Danford. Danford guarded by Brewer. Danford spins left and right. Now he goes to his right. Now back to his left. Three-point shot by Danford. There it is. Comfort Fit Denture. Three-pointer. Elijah Danford. And it's exactly what we talked about at halftime, is getting Danford back involved in this game. Jackets down 4, 38-34 to the Lobos. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left. Jones at the free throw line. Now to Martinez. Martinez to Westover. Back to Martinez to Brewer at the top of the key. Now Christian Smith all alone in the corner. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-point shot. Christian Smith for the Lobos. Back to a 7-point lead. 41-34. As Danford gets the ball, Danford puts it up. That's a Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-point shot. And Elijah Danford making his presence known. Maybe I should have given the halftime speech. Martinez to Jones. Stolen by the Jackets. Stolen by Case. Forward now to Danford. Danford for the... Oh my goodness! Elijah Danford. 3 points as the Lobos are going to get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it too. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Welcome back to Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide and iTalk1067.com as Elijah Danford with 3 threes in a row. The proverbial turkey and bowling. 41-40 now the Lobos lead. As with Christian Smith three-pointer a little bit earlier, we've had 4 three-pointers in the row, reflected now by this 41-40 score. Jackets down 1 to the Lobos as Smith with the ball to Claire. To Udall now. Udall now goes to his right. Udall now to Jones. Jones steps, dribbles, puts up a shot. No good. Jones fights for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go out on Jones and belong to the Jackets. Jackets with a chance to take a lead that they have not seen all game. As Kian Naranjo checking into the ball game. As here comes Case with the ball. Case now to his left, over to Quintero. Quintero now left to right. Quintero to Harris. Harris fakes. Now sends it out to Quintero again. Quintero to his left. Drives the lane. And it's going to be ripped away. Actually, it was ripped away. We're going to get a jump ball. As Landon Clare steps in there, gets the ball. And so we're going to get a jump ball. And the alternating possession, I believe is going, yes, it is. It's going to stay with the Jackets. I was waiting to see what everybody was doing. As Tenejith's going to inbound. Tenejith, as that's going to be a 5-second violation, and it's going to go to the Lobos. 41-40, 3 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the game. Don't go anywhere, folks. We have our Deemer's Glass man of the game. You need glass for your home or business? Call Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. 1-888-GLASSMAN, and our Mountain Bull Auto Glass player of the game, Mountain Bull Auto Glass in Tint. Get your windshield repaired by the experts. Still looking for who that's going to be. Most likely, whoever comes out victorious is going to be our player of the game. to see what happens in the final quarter here. As Landon Clare drives, puts it up, no good rebound. Kian Naranjo and Blue Ridge down one with the chance to take that lead yet again as Naranjo brings it. Naranjo now drives, goes up, and he is going to be fouled, and they're going to call it on the ground, and it's going to be on Clare. I believe that's Clare's third personal. That is the fourth team foul. That's Clare's fourth. That could come into factor too with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Lobos up 41-40. Tenijith with the ball. Tenijith to Danford. Danford backs up beyond the arc. No good from three-point range, but Harris gets the rebound. And they're going to whistle Harris with the foul. If we can watch that on our replay here. As they're saying Harris tied up with Jones and got in his grill a little bit. And that's going to give Harris 5 fouls. And that's going to go back to the Lobos up 41-40. And I don't think that most of the gym, the student section, or the Blue Ridge coaching staff agreed with that call. But nonetheless, 41-40, Lobos on top. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to play as Quintero is now going to check in for Harris. 41-40, Lobos up. Harris now getting his 5th foul and is out of the game. Smith with the ball. Smith over to Jones. Jones tied up in center court. Jones now dribbles out of it. Jones now to his left over to Clare. Clare now bringing it back to the center. Clare at the top of the key. Clare over to Smith. Smith to his right. As Smith is going to get called with the carry. That's another turnover on the Lobos. 41-40, 2 minutes and 55 seconds left. Lauren Begay going to check in. Begay's checking in for, I thought it was going to be for Tenijith, but they're going to check him in for Quintero. As Begay checks back in, he brings the inbound, sends it forward to Case. Case now slows it down a little bit, brings it forward as we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a push. And that's going to be the 4th team foul on the Lobos, as I think they're going to call that on Jones. They are going to call that on Gian Jones, and I believe that's Gian's first personal. Second personal. I am wrong in my book, but I've been known to be wrong. Begay to inbound. Begay now forward to Naranjo. Being guarded by Udall. Naranjo tries to drive, now brings it back out. Over on the far side to Case. Case missed three-pointer. Rebounded by Woodside forward to Udall. Lobos pushing it inside to Jones. Jones loses it. Now it goes. We're going to get it on the ground, and it's going to go timeout, Lobos. As Coach Smith takes a timeout, we're going to go ahead and take it too. This is Show LaForge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7, worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Welcome back, Show LaForge's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7, worldwide on iTalk1067.com. As the timeout by Snowflake allows them to keep possession, preserves the shot clock at 26. They do not get a fresh shot clock, as Clare is now going to inbound the ball. Clare way over the top to Smith. Smith now brings it up to the top of the key, over to Udall, to Jones in the middle. Jones to Woodside. Woodside loses it out of hands, and we're going to get a foul on Woodside, and that's going to be the Lobos' 5th, so that's going to put Blue Ridge at the line for a chance too, as they are going to call that on Woodside, and that's going to be his 4th. That could be a factor, and I believe it's going to be Begay at the line to shoot 2. Keep in mind, 41-40, Blue Ridge is currently down, but 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. Blue Ridge with the chance to take a precious lead. As Kian Naranjo comes over and talks to Coach Trainer, as Begay's first free throw is up, and it is good. We have a tie ball game, folks. Two minutes and 27 seconds left, 41 all. We are knotted. Begay's second free throw is good. Blue Ridge does have the lead. Lobos inbound, Woodside to Udall. Udall forward to Jones. Jones now backs up, shoots a three-point shot. It is good. Gian Jones, Comfort Fit Dentures. 3-point shot for Gian Jones. Case handles the ball to Danford. Danford fakes the three, tries to drive, but Danford shuffles his step, and he gets forward. He gets forward and gets called with a traveling, as you see it really good right there on a replay. As Landon Clare to inbound the ball for the Lobos. Clare with the ball. Clare over to Smith. 44-42. Lobos on top. Jones gets the ball. Now Jones kicks it out to Smith. Smith at the 28-foot line brings it to the middle. Smith now over to Clare. Clare dribbles it back to the top of the key. Now Clare goes to his left to Smith. Smith now puts up a 3-point shot. No good. Rebound. Woodside had it. Goes off his tips. Now Woodside goes out of bounds. We're going to get a push. And it's going to be, I believe, on Channing Tenejith. It is 35 to Tenejith. That's, I believe, his second personal. It is his third personal. It is the second team foul. Lobos with the ball. Clare to inbound. Clare to Smith. Smith is left to Udall. Over to Jones. To Clare. Clare now steps inside the line. Puts it up and in. No good. Rebound. Woodside falls. And it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it went out on Woodside as he does fall to the ground with somewhat possession. It goes out on him. Blue Ridge down 44-42. Minute 30 left. Bringing in the ball. One thing I don't have on my sheet, folks, is I haven't been able to check and double check the timeouts. So I'm not sure of the timeout situation. I believe both teams have at least 2. As Danford with the ball. And we get a timeout by Blue Ridge. We're going to go ahead and take it too. This is Shola Fort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide and iTalk106.7.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
We'll go back to Shola Fort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide and iTalk106.7.com. As Blue Ridge took that timeout, Coach Trainer and his team took that timeout, so that's going to bring Naranjo to inbound the ball. Looks left, looks right, now gets it into Case, but Case loses it. Now Jones gathers it in. Jones will get the steal. Lobos have the ball. Forward to Udall. Back out to Jones, to Smith in the middle. Smith now over on the near side to Clare. Clare beyond the arc on the near side. Clare fakes it. Now Clare sends it over to Smith. Smith to Udall. Udall puts up a 3-point shot. That's going to be good for 3 points. That is Jet Udall at Comfort Fit Denture. 3-point shot, and that is Udall's first points of the game. As Case with the ball. Case over to Naranjo. Naranjo, 48 seconds left, down 5. 47-42, 45 seconds left in the ball game. Danford puts up a long 3-point shot. That's going to be no good as he falls to the ground. It's going to be forward to Smith. Smith's going to put up a layup. That's going to go in. Christian Smith with 2 points for the Lobos. 49-42, 31 seconds left in the quarter. Naranjo with the ball. Naranjo over on the near side to middle to Case. Case 3-point shot, banks off. No good. Rebound. Udall from the Lobos. Udall now pushes it up the court. As we get a whistle and we get a foul, and that's going to be on Naranjo. As Lobos have the ball, that is going to be the second foul on Naranjo. Clare is going to inbound. Up 49-42 with 16.9 seconds left as we conclude this game. We're going to go to our post-game show. Take a little break and go to our post-game show. Whistle and we get an intentional foul, and that's going to put Jet Udall at the line to shoot 2. However, it's going to be an intentional foul, which means the Lobos will maintain possession. We're going to get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it. The Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Welcome back. Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com as Jet Udall goes to the line to shoot his intentional free throws, up 49-42. As Udall makes his first free throw, 50-42. Udall's second free throw is good. That'll be Lobo ball out of bounds. As don't forget, folks, after this game concludes, we're going to take a short break and we're going to come back and give you our post-game show with our Demers Glass man of the game, and our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game as Naranjo fouls Udall again, and Udall will get a chance to add to his point total as he will go to the line. That's going to be on Naranjo. It'll be his fourth personal as the Lobos do clear the lane. Udall's first free throw is good. Here's Udall lining up for his second. He looks. It's on its way. That one's going to be good too, Jet Udall. As here comes Case to Tenejith. Back to Case. Case in the corner, three-point shot. No good. Rebound Udall. 3 seconds. 2 seconds to Brewer. 1 second. And we're going to go ahead and take a short break, folks. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
5365972 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
When you think glass, think Demers Glass in Lakeside. Demers Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Demers Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back, folks. Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067. As we're going to go to our Demers Glass man of the game. Need glass for your home or business? Call Demers Glass in Lakeside. That's 1-888-GLASSMAN. And our Glassman tonight, unfortunately, the losing F is going to be Elijah Danford. And Elijah Danford with those 3-pointers to get the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets within 1. However, the Snowflake Lobos bump up. So congratulations to Elijah Danford. Even in the loss, you're our Demers Glass man of the game. Need glass for your home or business? Demers Glass in Lakeside is the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Demers Glass in Lakeside, 1-888-GLASSMAN. And we are now joined by our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, and that is Landon Clare. And it seems like we've done this before, just in a different setting.
We have.
Landon, great game tonight. I want you to talk about those three-pointers by Danford and getting them back in the game. You guys didn't panic a lick. Talk about what went through when that progression was taking place.
He made some tough shots, and that was a good series for them. But then we called timeout. We went down and we made some tough shots to get ahead.
Well, one thing about that is Danford had been silent all game and then hit those threes. But as you came out tonight, very even scoring by the Jackets as well as the Lobos. Talk about your play tonight, but what your team did to build up your play.
Our team scored off open buckets. We have a hard time making open layups from open passes, but tonight we executed off open passes, and we finished the game and won the game.
So it looked like to me you guys were trying to push it up the court consistently, and that actually played way into your favor tonight. Is that something that was in the game plan, or just the way you guys seem to run?
That's just every game for us. We try to push it as much as we can.
So, Landon, as we move forward in region, we have Sholos at Holbrook tonight. You were here, Winslow's at Alchese. I mean, it seems like you guys are setting your own destiny, which is a great place to be, but it's also a lot of pressure. Talk about moving forward for the rest of the season, especially region and we know where you guys want to be, but how do you get there?
We got to win out. We want to win region, and we got to win out. That's all I can say.
All right. Any shout-outs you want to give to any of your teammates tonight?
Shout out Jet. He had a lot of clutch shots. Shout out Gian. He hit that three at the end. Christian stayed composed. Shout out everyone.
You know, one of the ones I noticed that came in, and he may have been silent in the point category. Actually, he had two. Was Jacob Leduc came in and banged the boards and almost looked like he got over physical, but he was able to help you guys in an effort. So great job, Landon. Thank you for joining us again as our player of the game, and appreciate all that you do, and thanks for joining us, and good luck to you the rest of the season. I'm sure we'll have you again. Maybe we'll go with someone different next time. Quit being our player of the game. There's Landon Clare, folks, our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. Thank you for him joining us. Thank you for him on our broadcast tonight. So the Snowflake Lobos come out victorious tonight over the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. We'd like to run down really quick and thank our sponsors for the evening. Sholo Ford, Ace Hardware, Honda Ski and Outdoor, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Comfort Fit Dentures, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, and Allegra and Sholo. Our sponsors make these games possible. So we're going to go ahead and sign off for the night. We'll be back Tuesday to bring you some more high school basketball action. This has been Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Good night, and thank you.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pinetop and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airways, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airways is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.